YouTube is on. Waiting for Twitch. Should be on now.
Yes, let's go see. Yep. There we go.
Okay. Oh.
Late night MSQ because the Q doesn't hate me anymore.
Yes.
That's great.
I mean, that's what it is, literally.
Yeah. British times, man. They're great on NA.
British, yeah.
British.
Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, we're not wearing the glams anymore, but it's fine.
Oh,
we did it for a while. I don't want to go to other zones and spoil people, so...
Yeah, I really wanted to wear it, but...
we wore it for a while. Itlodeus wishes to discuss plans for the remainder of your visit. Where to now? If there is anywhere you would like to visit before we leave, I should be glad to show you the way. Hermes has not yet outright refused his position with the convocation, merely postponed the decision. As such, I may as well resume my assessment. If we cannot accompany him, then I will content myself with questioning his colleagues. Ever the pragmatist, then allow me to remain your humble guide. What of you, Hound? Will you continue along with us? Yes.
Of course.
Wonderful.
Too hot to leave.
Our fellowship travels on unbroken. I say we explore another part of Elpis and see what new encounters there are to be had. If you would follow me, we will first head back towards Anagnosis.
Please, weird names.
Yeah, they're Greek names.
Yeah. They're cool, but very hard to say.
Yeah, it's difficult when you're not used to them.
Yeah. Although I can't say any sodding word, let's be honest.
Yeah, you struggle with
can't
English.
Even say English words, yeah. Like, what the hell does that say?
What?
And then I try to...
Oh yeah, what was the other one that you were saying? Constituent? Constituent?
Yeah.
Constituent, maybe, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I haven't even heard of that word.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not exactly a very common word, as opposed to, I don't know, apple, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never heard of that word in my life, to be honest.
Yeah.
My nan says a lot of weird words. But, yeah, I've never heard of that.
Yes.
English language has too many words.
Yes.
It gets confusing.
I'm itself. Didn't we part ways with Hermes not far from here? Given the size of Elpis, I expect our paths will cross again before long. Itlodeus.
See that big chunk in the background?
That is indeed a very big chunk.
Yeah, I want that as a mountain.
Yeah. From here, we follow the path northwards to Notoneus. There, we will find one of the teleporters, which facilitate travel between the islands of Elpis. First-time travelers must be accompanied by someone with the requisite permission, which I have previously been granted. We only need to use the device together once, and henceforth you will have leave to use it freely. Shall we?
Nice. Let's go. I'm assuming that's like a rank or something, or B rank at least. There's no way it's not.
It's a beer.
Oh wow, that's surprising to be honest.
Yeah, it looks kinda too chunky to be.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm pretty
cute,
sure I saw the A rank earlier, I just don't remember what it was.
Ah. I like these bird things.
There's probably 2 A ranks now that I think about it. That's how it was in Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
Oh, well that
I've
was...
seen 2 at once on one of these places, so...
Yeah, itself. Unless the need is pressing, I won't be tracking Hermes with my ethereal sight. It is poor manners to spy on someone's comings and goings in such a fashion, so don't ask. Social conventions notwithstanding, Perceiving ether requires deliberate and intense concentration, and we otherwise keep our eyes on the corporeal world. Yes. Here we are, Notoneus. This teleporter will take us to Calimelius Zephyros, the western island. That's it right there, looming large over us. Step this way, and we can soon admire the view from above. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, voice.
Voiced? Yeah. This looks voiced.
Well, if we even get something. Maybe it's just a teleport and that's it.
Yeah, maybe. This special cutscene just for a teleport.
Yeah. It's fancy,
Really cool teleport.
but without voices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I present to you Calimelios Zephyros.
there we go. Calimelius Zephyros.
Here you will find a number of testing
You said it
facilities,
perfect.
as well
Yes.
as the observation hub of Poison Oikos. Right then. Let's begin by...
Yeah, Oh, it's
I love
breaking.
this guy.
I forgot their
Oh,
names.
no.
An
Oh,
Arrayus.
Anareus.
How delightful.
It kills us.
Oh god.
Don't do it. Oh.
And what, pray?
That's from the Oneida.
Heavens, look, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, bro.
Oh,
That's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago.
I like how he's not faced. It's just like, yeah, walking shark.
Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept.
I want to be friends with that
At
shark.
first, they were largely
Yeah.
orthodox.
Can we have
Consideration
some
given to such things as size and environmental
now? He wants
impact.
to spray
And then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight.
This guy's
Another
stupid.
superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but in the end I couldn't deny their passion. And here we are.
Why did I lose my text chat?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you also lost it?
Yeah. I
Okay,
think
oh,
it's
calm down, Estinian. Oh, okay, maybe not Estinian.
Damn.
Not.
Oh.
That was too close. Are you
She
unharmed?
bombed it.
Well now, if it isn't a
She's so
pair of
pretty.
familiar faces.
Are they friends?
Banar!
Oh, they are friends.
Here.
Well, maybe Emmett's not exactly friendly with her. Because of, you know, convocation and all.
Yeah.
Maybe Hythlodeus is friends with everyone.
As I mentioned
I feel like
earlier,
he is.
the
He's
better
just a
part of
player.
the
He just
convocation
fancies
holds
everyone.
Yeah.
When we
Probably wouldn't.
retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down,
Oh.
she carries on with her work.
Who was she?
Vanar is her name, and she is the previous Azim.
Ah,
Oh.
yes. So she's her predecessor.
It has been a while, Hythlodeus. You look well.
Okay, so Hydaelyn has Azem's heart, kinda.
Less so, Emmet Selk. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number.
You look older.
A shame for one so young. You must make an effort to frown
It's like
less
this
often.
bitch.
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
How is he, if I may ask?
So I guess all of the Azems are pains in the ass.
Incorrigible
Yeah.
as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day.
Okay.
I should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later,
Her eyes
if you're so
really.
I mean, we have jumped inside a volcano before, kinda.
Oh,
Yes.
you know I am. Now then, you are?
I am you, kinda. Well, your seat. I see. two guys are probably like, what the fuck?
Eh!
I say, have
She's
you
so big.
perchance come from the future?
Oh. Well. You're an intelligent bitch, aren't
I
you?
do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you.
Oh! I guess that makes sense.
Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
Whoa, wait a minute.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
Yeah.
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents
Ah.
the corruption of one's ether.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not Heidelin then, that's her.
What choice?
Well, damn.
Primals, you say?
Oh,
But
I
I'm
said the
not
second
familiar
one.
with such beings. But
Oh.
if they
I was so into the story that I forgot to tell you.
Then yes,
I'll do the
magic would afford you a measure of
first one.
protection.
But
Okay.
I probably won't be able to read it because we kind of died.
Just remind me, what was it? Oh, the Blessing of Light. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Primals, you say? Yeah, it probably says something similar to mine. Mine says, Primals, you say? I'm not familiar with such beings, but if they enthrall by warping the balance of ether, then yes, the magic would afford you a measure of protection.
She just says,
So,
I
That
I
you are
see
not
you're not
ignorant to it.
ignorant to its presence.
Yeah, we're on the same spot now.
Bitch.
Hold on.
Eh.
From the future? That's absurd.
Absurd! It's not absurd. If she said it, just believe her. She's not crazy, she's just reckless.
Are you unable to speak of the matter?
I mean, I can't speak, but is there a point? I can't change things.
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
Yeah, exactly. Does it matter if I tell them? Like, I know it's not gonna change anything.
Yeah.
So,
Ah.
your actions here will not
Oh.
change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours.
Okay, so I guess it does affect them. Just doesn't affect us. I guess it creates a bit of a parallel.
Very exciting.
Okay, sorry.
I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown, and there's naught more unknown than the future. Until a moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed
I like how she's just,
foreknowledge.
okay.
So you needn't
That's
worry
Yeah.
for us.
Well, again, she's like us. She's like, oh, new stuff? Okay.
More
Yeah.
importantly, that you
Just
should
cool.
go to such
Yeah.
great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest.
Yes.
Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
No.
No.
Well, maybe something about Elpis. That's why I'm here.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself.
Bitch, you've been an asshole to me. I would have told you that, and you would have been like, you might be a little crazy on the head there.
Yeah. Are you a little
As
bit
a
nuts?
representative of the convocation, I will
chance.
hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
Oh, now you want to hear about me. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my name's Azem. Nice to meet you. You might know me.
Why don't we move to a place more
I'm your
conducive
bro.
to calm
Yeah.
conversation?
Or sis.
I'm a little bit
I've been
sundered.
working here for some days now at an old friend's behest.
What does sundered mean?
Like, fragmented. Does that make sense? Is that a word you know?
Not really.
Pieces? Like, I'm not
Ah.
whole.
Ah, yeah.
I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest.
If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos.
Why do all of these guys have old friends?
Eh.
Why am I so gloomy?
We were meant to meet.
Yeah.
I am certain of it.
She's all happy. Be happy with her.
Well, I guess we
I
kind of
thought
know what's
you
up with her,
wanted
so.
clearly, and
Oh,
sent
yeah.
you onto myself in the past.
Eh.
It's precisely the sort of mischief I would get up to. And quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
She's
Yeah.
so pretty.
Little cocky, aren't you? I knew that I would send you to the past, like, thousands from years from now. Yeah. Something I would do casually. I just are my routine things. Okay, Emmett Silk. And there I thought you were harmless stray familiar. As far as I'm concerned, this nebulous task of future days and changing history, that can wait. First, I mean to find out exactly who you are and what you hope to achieve. Yeah, okay. Deus, the future. Our future. I am deathly curious to hear more. That sounds like something someone has said. My apologies, but before we move along, a colleague has tasked me with a matter which I'd rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept-engraved crystal and the quick-fingered Aureus, which made off with... Oh, it's the one that we saw. An Aureus, you say? I think we might have seen the culprit before being distracted by that business with the shark. Would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That would, of course, lead us only to the Aureus. There is no guarantee that it hasn't dropped or stashed away the crystal you seek. Please, even that much would be enormously helpful. While you are hunting down the thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest floor, just in case. Could I ask you to join the search? I would appreciate another pair of eyes to cover the land to the west of here. Yes. Many thanks. There's a small bridge leading into Poietin Oikos. Let us meet up there once we've exhausted our efforts. Okay. Let's go find the Spriggan.
There's a big chunk over there to the right.
Which one? The Minotaur?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's the Stormblood.
Now that's another big chunk. Oh, it's just a normal. Okay.
Oh. That's the thing Render A for.
Yes.
Bigger
A little
version,
baby, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of little rendery.
These are beautiful.
Yes.
I love these. This would be a good mount. I say that about everything.
Yeah, I see a tree. That's a good mount.
Yeah.
A bush, that's a good mount.
A flower. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Well, we kind of do have a flower.
We have a palm.
Dandelion.
Yeah.
Concept crystal. Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
One has big booba.
Yes.
It's because of the top she's wearing.
I know. That was just so random. Like, I know you stare every now and then, but oh, we found a crystal.
I don't
Also,
stare.
boob.
What do you mean?
You stare a lot more than I do, and that's saying a lot, so.
That's surprising.
It's
You
not
think
surprising.
Just...
Yeah, okay. Emmett Silk. The problem you present is vexing enough without adding the old SM into the equation. And she wonders why these lines upon my brow grow deeper when she herself wields the hammer and chisel. I like that. The SMs, both mentor and student, are a force to be reckoned with. I find them a delight personally, but they have a habit of making Emmett Silk look as if he bit down on a sour grape. Nice. I like me.
them.
Yeah. The last searcher returns. I am afraid the Aureus no longer had the crystal, nor was I able to find it as I followed in its wake. I don't suppose you fared any better. Well, as a matter of fact...
There you go.
Here you go. I'm a bit... acknowledge... No, what am I trying to say? I have ways with crystals, that's what I'm trying to say. The crystal, well done. Wonderful. Now I can focus on your tale without that missing concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had a knack for... Oh, if only you knew, Bennett.
Oh god.
I've often been asked to do so.
Yeah, I'm over that one.
Fetch quests.
Oh
Oh,
god.
you too?
Pedophilia. Oh, go here, get that.
Yes. Some of us
Back.
seem
Think of it.
destined to always be searching. For ourselves and for others. Long ago, when I held the seat of a SEM, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's problems. Naturally, the need for such journeys has lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor. Yet I am still eager to come running should an old acquaintance or new interest require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis, in fact. Many times has my presence been requested, my opinion sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Agreeing to help locate that missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is the way one thing leads to another. Wouldn't you agree? Oh yes. Serendipity. Bam 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 bam. Benat is in a cheerful mood. Thank you again for your timely help. Now then, 'tis time I return this stolen property. If you could go on ahead to my accommodation, I will join you as soon as I have attended to that task. Follow the path straight ahead to the building at the top of the slope. I have the entire place to myself, so we can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. Well then. Guess one of us gets a house. That's cool. Oh. Yes.
Chunks.
Carpackers.
How do you get this mount?
I think it's from the gold saucer? Maybe? I don't remember.
I wonder if I
Actually.
have it.
Maybe.
I only have the big old tortoise.
I wanted the chocolate one. A friend tried to get it for me. Well, we
Yeah.
tried to get it for me. It didn't work. I
Yeah.
can never get those things to work. Maybe they're like, yes, you're
It's like
Mexican.
me, just trying to
You're not
buy
allowed to
something-
get it.
something the DLC in general.
Yeah. Needn't be nervous around Benat. Those white robes mark her as one of fair and impartial reasoning. Aside from the emissary, Elidibus, such garb is only worn by those who have stepped down from public office to serve as advisors. Whatever you have to say, she will listen without judgment. Yes, this would be far more comfortable than interrogating you on the side of the road. Yeah, I agree.
Is that it?
Welcome to my temporary abode. Please, make yourself at home while I put on some tea. Oh, you also like some tea?
Tea?
While I finish my tea. Okay, boys.
No, wait, it's not. Why is he so pretty?
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit.
The fuck's a sweet.
There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like.
I want coffee.
Now then, will you tell us your tale?
Sure. So I met Heidelin, who's actually you, and you're kind of in danger. You're kind of dying. So you sent me back to know something about flowers. Also, the sky's falling down. Okay, I guess this is better. A calamity called the final days has befallen the world. The world has been sundered, broken into shards. Mankind is being forced to flee the star.
Which one?
I don't know, which one do you want?
I don't know.
Well,
I'd say the first or the last.
I kind of wanted the middle one.
Let's do the middle one then.
Okay.
There we go.
Considering that's related to what the Asians want to do. Emmett's gonna be like, how do you know this?
Why don't you start from the beginning?
That's the beginning.
You
That's
bitch.
literally what you did.
When were you born?
Eh.
Tell me.
So yeah, I went to Praetorium and I bonked La Habrea. He came back like a few times. He brought some of your friends. We bonked them too. I bonked you as well. Life has bonked
Yeah.
you, Vanat, and you, Hitlodeus, you're nothing but a memory.
You're an
But you're
ancient
you're
one.
cool. Yeah, you're
And
now
we
called
love-
ancient ones. Yeah, you're tall.
Yeah. And you think we're kids.
Ah, there you go. See, they started with La Habrea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Sastasha. Oh wait. Like, well, okay. Or Amarot, I guess. I met you. Oh, or Zodiark. And then I saw something weird. Still wanna know who that edgy lady was. Even during her days.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, don't you asked us, bitch.
I would have chosen. I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous.
I mean, yeah. I blame Joshi
What of
P.
you, Vanar?
Yes.
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did.
Why would you quote-unquote betray
Why
the
would
people?
I feel I had no recourse
Yeah.
but to oppose the 14 and create this Heidelin? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
We need
Might
to
it not be simply
learn.
thus?
What?
In the future whence he came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital in Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True, true. I note also that Heidelin did not specify a point in time to which he must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
I guess.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
Again, I'm a master at serendipity.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Hardly any. But we do have one immutable fact.
I am a bunny.
If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight.
Maybe it's because no one understands Dynamis?
Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Heidelin is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Okay.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion
Guy's so
that
angry.
you are a messianic figure in some
I'll let him
far-fetched
off
tale?
because I like.
So are you. You were a leader, my man.
Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to your portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman.
You are megalomaniacal. I don't know if madman, but
Sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory.
you were lonely.
Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally,
But you're a
invited
dumbass.
my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable?
Because I'm your friend. It's not hard to understand, man. I guess you don't have 1,000 years of intelligence
The
yet.
hypothetical task of restoring
Uh-uh.
our world would be daunting in
You're
the
offended.
extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me.
Can I have food? Can I have a small bowl of pasta, please? Okay, ready.
Oh,
Where are you at?
I was about to put my text on the screen. British time. I mean, what?
British time, excuse me?
What? What? Where am I? Now I will allow that the
Okay,
hypothetical. Okay, yeah.
Go.
But I would never forsake my duty.
Oh.
I would never forsake my brethren.
Yes.
He doesn't like the truth.
You do not know me.
Yes, I do. Well, I
You're a
know
bro.
you and your elder days, I guess.
I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Bye.
Oh, I will,
Yeah.
bitch.
Emmett Selk, wait!
And they say I'm the pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share.
I'm not a pain in the ass. Bye bye. Well, about Elpis. Yeah, exactly. Dynamis. Oh,
What do we press?
I don't want text. Well, not the last one. I don't want to be like, oh, I don't know, man.
That's pretty much me.
I really want to say the one at the top, but the one in the middle,
Yeah.
like, intrigues me. But it's Dynamis. I keep talking about Dynamis. I want something about Dynamis. I'll go with that, yes. I'll put this. Can't remove that, so I guess I'll leave Mini Hounder.
The energy distinct from ether. Though not my field, I have a basic understanding of Dynamis.
Well, on with
You
it.
say
Off with it.
such the phenomenon in the course of creating Meteon. Yes, I believe this warrants further investigation. With that settled, 'tis time for action.
Are you gonna join my party?
The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it.
Can I have you as a
And when
trust?
you find them, the picture my future
That'd be
self
cool.
has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer.
Well, she definitely looks like she's a better paladin than a certain cat boy. No, I mean, what? I didn't describe her. What?
And suffice it to say, I will aid you
The
in your
NPCs
quest.
are useless.
He's actually a really good trust. He's pretty OP.
Rest of crap.
No, they're not. What are you talking about? I love doing.
Reen stood in AoEs and died.
Don't
when I
you
was
dare
doing it.
say anything bad about Reen.
Reen literally died. I
Don't
didn't
you?
res her.
Well, it's probably because you were the healer, exactly. See? You weren't healing.
Oh yeah.
Imagine,
she stood in 2 AoEs.
imagine not healing your child.
She stood in 2 AoEs and died instantly.
Well, healers adjust.
I'd pull her if I could, but it won't let you. Shut up. I'm gonna punch you.
I'll punch you. Letting Rain
Punch
die?
you.
Oh, wait.
Sodri.
Is T the answer?
Have faith. If Emmet Selk is the man Azum described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Yes. T. Tay.
Hey.
Okay, there's no one else to talk to, so Venat. Shall we begin our investigations then? I am acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief overseer of Elpis, of the man himself. I know only that which is common knowledge. Thus, I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. The observers who live here can surely tell us more of Hermes and Meteon, and I have a good idea of where we might begin. Okay. You could have told me where.
Where? Yeah.
Yeah, I know where. Bye bye. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but where did you go? It's
Oh.
funny. I like how we both thought the same thing.
Look, these are like the scuffed versions of Hythlodeus and Emmet. Obviously one is a woman, but still.
Yeah.
See you, the woman standing in front of yonder building. What are you? Urian J? What happened to you, Bernat?
Yeah.
Her name is Mean.
Is mean. She's mean.
Is Meme.
Is meme. She's meme.
She's the one who made arrangements for my stay in Elpis, and from what I recall, she has held her position here for quite some time. Chances are she can provide us with some insights. Go and ask your questions. I will help with drawing out answers if need be, but I leave the choice to topic up to you.
Okay.
But I don't know how to socialize. Oh well.
Same. Uwu?
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Excuse me. Questions? For me? Well, I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. The following event cannot be skipped. Oh, this is gonna be another of the... like the interactive cutscene, so to speak. Like the one in the Crystarium where we found people.
I hate these ones.
Oh no, and it's not voiced. Greetings, Ismene. My friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes, and I was wondering if you might indulge him. Certainly, Mr. Spinat. Anything to be of service. What do you wish to know? What kind of person is Hermes? I wanna know what drives him.
Okay, let's go with that.
Well, I can only answer from my own experience, but... I would describe him as a quiet man. Reserved, you might say. Oh, goddammit, I clicked on it. Up. Do you still have the previous one?
Reserved, you might say, and occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. What does he mean?
His reticent nature, however, does not prevent him from carrying out his duties as Chief Overseer. The man is a walking archive when it comes to life forms. He can discuss any species in incredible detail, and is the leading authority on concepts with the power of light. I hope that answers your question. Was there anything else? I want to say... How long has Meteon been here? Maybe that will lead to the abilities.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
I cannot rightly say. As a chief's personal creation, Meteon has not been subjected to observation and study like other concepts. Oh, So one day, she was simply there. And what do you make of her abilities? I understand. Oh, thank you, Venazzi. We're connected.
Yeah.
I understand that she is a highly unusual familiar, able to read emotions and communicate directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is a mystery to me.
Yeah.
My apologies. I wish I could explain her nature in more depth, but I've not had occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. Ah, do you wish to know him better? Ooh.
Are we doing that?
Nah, I'm gonna go with the trust him.
Okay. Let's go.
Of course I do. I beg your pardon? I've known Chief Hermes for many years. Though I cannot say we are close, he has never withheld information to the detriment of our duties, if that's what you mean. Forgive us. We seem to have veered slightly off course here. Is there perhaps someone else who could tell us more about Meteon? That would be Timaeus. He has a... Isn't that an NPC from Genshin, obviously written differently, Timaeus? He has a similar expertise with flying concepts and is more than eager to discuss the subject. You'll find him conducting his observations on the banks of the stream, somewhere to the east. Oh, and unless you take a particular joy in rambling discourse, I suggest you keep your questions concise. We shall keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and insight. Think nothing of it. If there is aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask.
What a nice
Yes.
lady.
Come, Hound. I think we've taken enough of Ismin's time. Okay. What?
Well, we mounted for no reason. Oh.
Our investigation is off to a fine start, wouldn't you agree? From here, I propose that we split up. I shall continue making inquiries with the resident observers, if you could track down the colleague Ismin mentioned. While I did feel compelled to interject once or twice during that previous conversation, you seem more than capable of drawing forth the answers you seek. All I ask is that you watch your footing around the stream. We can meet back here once you've finished speaking with Timaeus. Okay.
Oh, look, a fate.
Yes.
That man's being held by a mobile.
Looks like my connection is being wonky from what I'm seeing. I might have to restart it, but we'll see.
It should be fine if you do.
Well, yeah. It's just gonna take like 5 minutes, but maybe. Anyways,
Yeah.
Timaeus. Yes, I am Timaeus. But please keep your voice down. You'll startle the birds.
The burbs.
Another event that cannot be skipped. Oh, I left the chat there. Oh. So, what is it you wish to speak about? Is it true you're an expert on flying creations? Let's get acquainted. A fellow enthusiast, are you? Well, settle in, and we can discuss the finer points of this fascinating craft. My deep and abiding love of avian artistry can be traced back to when I was but a young boy, stricken by the transcendent beauty of a glorious golden feathered creature my father had designed. It was then and there that I vowed to one day surpass that masterpiece. Yeah.
This man's not gonna shut up.
I wanted to be friends with him so that he could trust us, but that might have been a mistake. And now that I secured the service role here in Elpis and at last realized my childhood ambition here, the dreams I once dreamed are an everyday reality in which I find fulfillment through the research and creation of new flying life forms. An abridged recounting of events, as was doubtless to your disappointment. Is there any specific part you would like me to expound upon? No.
Nah.
You were hoping for my opinion on Chief Hermes' creation. Then why didn't you say so? Just wanted to create some rapport, man. Anyways, those beings which soar through the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favorite of creators. Even now, with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concept continues unabated. What sets the Chief's creation apart, however, is how they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that climb so high that they disappear from view, others which traverse the boundless sky in moments, and all without riding the currents. I know of none save he who can conceive of such marvels. Even we, who prize elegance of form above all else, are dumbfounded by his genius. Meteon too is a marvel then.
We doing that?
Yeah. Oh, my opinion on that matter would be superficial at best. Despite my admiration for Meteon as a concept, I have never delved too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I know that she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise, her abilities are a mystery to me. If Chief Hermes should choose to submit Meteon's concept to the Bureau of the Architect, then will the design be registered for public scrutiny? Analyzing a colleague's creation before that step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if he came to me, a fellow artisan, looking for advice, that would be an entirely different story. I'm definitely not picking the second one. Do you know of Dynamis and Entelekis? Dynamis and Entelekis? Those terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was there not a flower made here in Elpis which exhibited properties of one or the other? It must have been centuries since I last heard anyone speak of such things. Has there been a resurgence in interest? No. Then why bring up the subject? I'm flattered that you sought my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of idle chatter. Now, I really must return to my observations.
Shut up.
Surely you have your own task. Yeah, exactly. You can't shut up, but I have to shut up, bitch.
We say one line every like 2 seconds. Actually, no, every like 5 hours, rather.
Well,
And you say like a paragraph every second.
look, in our defense, we're the warrior of light. We are rarely to speak. The most we usually say is yes.
Yes. We literally just nod or shake our head. And this guy's
Yeah.
saying we talk too much.
Yeah, surely you have your own tasks to attend to. Yeah, whatever. Fuck off. We didn't need your insight anyways. Let's go find someone else. Slap you,
Asshole.
Timaeus.
Slap. Boing, 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 boing.
Yes. Oh. Venat. Ah, good timing. I finished my own investigations not long ago. So, have you any new findings to share? Yes, Timaeus is a bitch. I see. Even an expert in the field had little understanding of Meteon's capabilities, let alone an awareness of Dynamis. My questions resulted in much the same answers. Hermes' colleagues view Meteon as his personal project and could provide no details beyond those which you just told me. Which leads me to believe that the only person with any significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach any definitive conclusions. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Venat is musing over your recent findings. At present, The strongest link we have to the final days is the power of Dynamis and the entelekis which can control it. Yet most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth, except for Hermes it seems. Thus, I am inclined to stay our current course and learn all we can about the Chief Overseer and his familiar. And on that subject, was there aught else of note you can tell me about Meteon, aside from her unorthodox method of communication? She's adorable, she's bab. Yeah, let's go with the second one. The first one is just like, yes. The second one is like, yeah, I know everything about her. I rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? Yes. I elaborate. So these siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unresolved, I feel you've touched upon a vital clue, one we should keep in mind as we can. Maybe we need to call back all of the sisters and prevent it in the future. They're gonna be like, ha ha, save the world! Next, I propose we take ourselves to Peripeteia Crystalline, not far from here. Just follow the path to the west. Okay. Path to the west. I assume this is the path because it goes west.
Yeah.
Calimelius Sephiros. I discovered a new location. Ah! Did we attune to these etherite? No.
Oh, we're stupid, aren't we? We did it again. I'm just so used to not having to do it.
I'm so used to not seeing Etherites now, so I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Run. Run.
I'm so used to being blocked from attuning.
Come on, you chicken. Oh, look, there's babies there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I want my etherite too.
I know. Oh, I know.
We might forget a voice.
Oh. Yes. Let's take a shortcut. Okay, maybe it's not a shortcut.
Yeah.
Are you passing out?
No, I'm just sick.
Oh, Pegasus. It's not a Pegasus, it's Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Yes,
Pegasus.
Primordial Hipposurf. Venat. This tower and the one further along are both part of Peripeteia Crystalline, the facility where they archive all of Elpsis observational and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces which, while fascinating, is not the reason we are here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lesson short and see what those two archivists have to share. If you could find someone to speak with over at the other tower, I shall join you there anon. Okay. Bye bye.
Your dog.
No.
That is your RP, bro.
I blame the lady that made us talk to her. She made me sulk and be like, but I'm shy. Anyway, Peripeteia Archivist. You have questions for me? Certainly. Just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. Oh, no, it's not voiced. It's just a normal pan. Indeed. So if you could provide a comprehensive log of those behaviors, we should then have sufficient data for our official records. Yes. Now, what was it you wished to speak with me about?
These nuts.
No. The Chief's Overseer's personal research project. And by that, I assume you mean Meteon. Yes. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes past without seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. I'm afraid I cannot tell you exactly when Meteon appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Although, I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galeen shared with me. Oh? Galeen is my partner and a fellow researcher here in Elpis. She was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Meteon heavensward, a host of them. For several days, she would speak of that scene with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she had ever witnessed. That sounds like a story I should like to hear. A little bit nosy, aren't you? But you were talking to others at the other tower. Mistress Benat, I thought you had already returned to the surface. Permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. Pray do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. Would you favor me with a retelling of this sight, which so delighted you, Galeen? Of course, or you could hear it from her lips directly, if you prefer. Oh, Galeen! Oh, never mind. I thought I was gonna call to her. At present, she should be observing a subject in Metaviseos Thalassae.
He made a wife.
Yes.
She's just a bird.
She does enjoy her time there, watching the sea creatures hunt and play. Gazing upon the salty waters of the world's oceans, recreated in such sublime detail. Wait a minute, this might be the dungeon. 87. I imagine you must find similar joy in indulging your boundless curiosity, Mistress Venat. Even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star.
But would it be now?
Indeed they do. What?
Would it be now though?
Well, not exactly now. Something has to happen. It's not just gonna be, oh, yeah, go talk to my wife. Bang! Dungeon.
Yeah.
Maybe she's the last boss of the dungeon, just angry wife.
Yeah.
'Tis a rest well deserved and a long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we prospered for the wisdom you accumulated during your travels as a Zem. And what would Elpis be without your earlier academic work? The theories you developed served as the basis of many techniques still in use today. Man is a creature of contemplation, but none embodied that nature with as much enduring passion as you. I dare say there is not a single soul alive more worthy of a return. I shall rejoice the day you depart on your final journey. I will be honored. Well, shall we take this opportunity to meet with Galeen in person? Yes. Then allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives here. It will take you up to the Skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That would be most helpful, thank you. Yes. Repetea Archivist. I have opened the path to the Skyway. Once you pass through the door, simply walk straight across to the next tower and ask for admittance to the upper tier. Upon arriving at the upper tier, walk straight across the Skyway and you will find yourself at the entrance to Metaviseos Thalassae. Galeen will be eager to share her tale with you. I am sure. Okay. She didn't even wait. She was like, okay, I'm gonna skip the dialogue. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Oh, we're already here. Okay. That was quick. Oh, okay. The tower ahead is still part of Peripeteia Crystalline. We will need to ask for passage through to the upper tier. Mistress Venat, just passing through? Then allow me to prepare the path. If you need further assistance, there is always an observer or two out on the upper skyway. Oh, again, she's just skipping all these dialogue. She's like,
cool.
I ain't got no time, bro. Yeah, need to finish the story, man.
We got shit to do.
Yeah. She is you right now. It's like, I don't care about the story, I just want to do my dungeon.
Yeah, she's trying to speak.
Yeah.
She's me, literally me. It's like, okay, let's get this done. Come on, let's get our information so we can do the dungeon. Let's go.
New Game Plus exists for a reason. You can read this later by Venat.
Yeah.
That door leads
fine.
into the Thalassai. But perhaps we can trouble this
Okay, let's
person.
skip.
For assistance? No. With finding Galeen.
Kidding.
Unhurried observer. Mistress Venat, I was not told to expect. We would have prepared an official welcome. Please, there's no need for fanfare. I only wish to speak with Galeen, if that might be arranged. Yes, Galeen. Of course, I will inform her immediately. Ah, but she may be engaged in a testing phase. You could be in for something of a wait. Should I let her know your business is urgent? That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she is ready to receive us. Oh, bye-bye.
Rush her. Rush this bitch.
Oh, that
Pretty.
that
Yeah,
might
that's
be voiced. No, maybe not. Oh, it is voiced.
It is, for sure.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view.
Just a second. I'm gonna do something really quick. I'm gonna restart my stream. I don't know why it's getting wonky. Let's see if this helps. If it doesn't, well, oh,